Kai Havertz, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Mate, you're laughing for?
I know where this is going. I know where this is going. I know what you're going to do, and I just think it's nonsense before you said a word. You're about to tell me that Kai Havertz has turned a corner, and I was wrong about Kai Havertz. My appraisal of Kai Havertz.
I was going to ask you, has he turned the corner?
No.
And are you going to take back the things you said about him?
No, because I'm right. I'm completely right. Kai Havertz isn't the man that Arsenal need him to be. He isn't good enough to play in the Premier League, and he's certainly not good enough to play for Arsenal. Not one of those players that were at Arsenal before he arrived is he better than.
Has he not done well recently, though?
He's done all right. He scored a couple of goals from a couple of yards. He's done okay. But we've seen all this before, Eddie. We've seen all this before. Nothing changes here. I've seen it all before. I've seen Kai Havertz score a hat-trick for Chelsea. I've seen Kai Havertz score a last-minute winner, so that, you know, when people going, the last-minute goal that he scored against Brentford, that's going to be the moment. All right, he got his head and it ended up going through the keeper's legs, and fair enough, you know, he won the game, and that is all that really matters. People were going to say that's going to be the turning point for him. I've seen him score a last-minute winner for Chelsea against Newcastle, and I said that's going to be the springboard, and it wasn't. I've seen him score a hat-trick for Chelsea. I've said that's going to be the springboard, and it wasn't. Most importantly, I've seen him win Chelsea a European Cup final. I've seen him make Sergio Aguero cry in Portugal. And I said that, coming into a new season, he stopped Man City winning the league. He brought London's second ever European Cup.
You're doing it, though. You're doing it.
I said that he was going to...
You're doing it. No. So you're basically saying you've seen moments.
I've seen him do it all before, and it's never changed anything.
Moments.
I've seen...
Arsenal have not banked on him, so they've not signed him banking on him. You're going to be the saviour and you're going to win us the league. They just want moments from him.
For every one
and
moment,
they'll get the moments.
For every one moment like that, the geezer will miss a sitter. That's what will happen. For every moment... There are countless terrible performances that you have to tolerate with Kai Havertz.
I think what Arsenal fans can maybe accept, though, is that, you know, he's probably going to come off the bench if their starting 11s. I don't think he'll start in their best 11. And off the bench, Kai Havertz has started to turn a corner.
He hasn't. I'm saying it's all smoke and mirrors for Kai Havertz. It's all an illusion. It's all smoke and mirrors. The fella won a European Cup for Chelsea. I said the player that he's going to be next season. People were talking about the Leverkusen player and all that. He ended up being pitiful that year, and I believe that he will be pitiful again for Arsenal very soon. Okay, another player that I think's been... I feel bad digging goalkeepers out, but look, he's not had a good run of it so far, and that's David Raya, right? I mean... Why would you feel bad? You can have this conversation.
I don't like to dig out players too much, and but look, even Arsenal fans are starting to really scratch their heads, and Mikel Arteta's avoiding questions about it when pushed... for them. Did you see that, by the way, the interview the other day?
I did. I heard the interview.
Where he's been asked David Raya and he's not even answering.
No, he was answering a totally different question.
Yeah.
He went, do you want to talk about David Raya? And he just started talking about something completely different. And
can you hear them at the back screaming, we've just won. He's clearly making mistakes.
Yeah.
A lot of mistakes. And I just wonder if it's the pressure being put on him by the manager, by Ramsdale, by the fans. What's going on with David Raya?
Yeah, I think the first thing to acknowledge here is let's establish how good David Raya is.
How good is he?
I don't know. I don't think he's better than Aaron Ramsdale, that's for sure. And I feel a bit sorry for Arteta, because what Arteta has tried to do is the obvious thing that a manager will always try and do. It's a noble cause. What you try and do is you elevate your team, you bring in other players, you increase the options, and you increase competition for places.
Did he elevate? And if he did...
You elevate in number, don't you?
Yeah, but, okay.
So even if he's...
So Ramsdale's a 7 out of 10 goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's better than that, but okay.
No, he's not better than 7 out of 10.
Ramsdale?
Yeah, he's a 7 out of 10 goalkeeper.
2 years. I mean, last year he was in the Premier League Team of the Year. And 2 years ago, he was one of the best keepers in the league, undoubtedly. He was up there with the very best. He makes fantastic saves. He was amazing for Arsenal in their title run. And they went away to Anfield. He was probably man of the match. They went away to Tottenham. Do you remember when that fan jumped over and gave him a kick? Yeah. He was the best player on the pitch for Arsenal. If you swap goalkeepers that day, you swap results, and Arsenal won that game 2-0. That's how good Aaron Ramsdale was.
1 second. So in this conversation, you think Ramsdale better than Raya?
Ramsdale's way better than Raya.
It's not way better.
He's so much better than Raya.
So
sometimes I say things that are completely sane, and you look at me like I'm...
Well, because I think Ramsdale's a good goalkeeper.
Ramsdale twice a goalkeeper that David Raya is.
Not according to Arteta.
Well, Arteta's not right about everything. He's not the oracle, you know. He makes mistakes. They didn't win the league last year. Remember that? No. What's your issue with Aaron Ramsdale? What's he done to you?
No, I think he's a good goalkeeper.
He's a brilliant goalkeeper. He's an absolutely brilliant goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale, who, for some reason, was doubted by his manager incorrectly. But what Arteta has done is a noble thing. He's tried to bring in a better player, or at least inspire his existing goalkeeper to be better.
And it's backfired because all of a sudden both of them
it's caused the biggest problem at the club.
Both of them look rubbish when they play now.
It's the only problem at Arsenal.
What's an issue? Who do you think wins this game? Aston Villa or Arsenal? Go on, quickly.
I think Arsenal, but I really want Villa to.
You think they break that 14 game?
I think Arsenal win, but I desperately want Villa to win.